Welcome back to yoga. For this flow, we are going to start laying on your back. Let's start with legs straight, arms out to the side, palms up. Close your eyes. Take a few moments to check into yourself, check into your body, check into your mind, and check out of everything else that's going on off your mat. Try to rest your lips together, drawing air in and out through the nose for a few deep diaphragmatic breaths to get us started. On your next inhale, reach both arms overhead, big full body stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. And on the exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. I want to make this dynamic. So release the leg, inhale, arms up. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, big full body stretch. Exhale, hug the right. One more time. Pause here with the left leg, and then start to make little half circles, taking the knee from the right shoulder over to the left. Release, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, right side, pull it in, little half circles, just prepping the hip. Bring the left knee in to meet the right, and then circle the knees in opposite directions. So you're going to pull them in towards the chest and then pull them away from each other. Circle them around and then keep going. Switch directions. Place the feet down, knees bent, arms off to the side. Windshield wipers, let the knees fall to the right, and then take them over to the left. So not being too picky about what is moving here, just trying to loosen up, warm up. You might get some movement from your back, some movement from your hips. One more time to the right. And then let's bring it all the way over to the left. You're going to lay on your left side. So option here to keep the knees stacked on top of each other. If you want a little extra, you can hook this right knee over the left and lay it down on the floor. Straighten the bottom leg out. I'm going to pancake the hands on top of each other. And go for a nice thoracic twist here. So slide the right fingertips up the left arm and then turn your rib cage so your eyeballs, your nose, and your chest are facing the ceiling. Option to keep the elbow bent or straighten the arm all the way out. If the shoulder is limiting you and you feel a really intense pull in the shoulder joint, then just keep the elbow bent, hand on your chest. Inhale, reach right fingertips past the left, and then exhale, twist. Eyeballs are gonna follow with whatever range you have. Let's do 3 to 4 more. On your last rotation here, pause. Let's everybody open up the elbow. So hands are out to the side like a T. Head is resting on the ground. Eyeballs, nose are facing the right. And just breathe into this deep spinal twist. Bring it back to the center. Flip it to your belly. Start with the elbows underneath the shoulders, palms down. So it's really kind of easy to just kind of relax here with the head kind of tucked in between the shoulders up towards the ears. But let's be active. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, Push the chest forward and squeeze the shoulder blades back to be in a more active, supportive, strong position. Continue squeezing the muscles of the upper back and start to straighten out the elbows, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. If you're feeling uncomfortable in the lower back, you can always squeeze the glutes for extra support. Lower the elbows down. Slide the hands underneath the shoulder tips. Again, we're going to pull the elbows away from the ears, start to squeeze the muscles of the back body, lift the chest just a little bit, hover. And then if you want more, you can start to straighten out the elbows, coming up into a lifted cobra. All the way down to your belly, and then roll to your right side to repeat that spinal rotation. So option to have both knees together, legs stacked, or the top leg down on the mat, the bottom leg straight, hands on top of each other. For the first few, let's take the shoulder out of it. Keep that elbow bent. Inhale, reach the fingertips to touch. Exhale, twist. Do about 5 on this side. On your 5th one, holds. Both elbows straight, fingertips reaching in the opposite direction. And breathe. Move on, bring it back to your stomach, and then we're going to press it up into tabletop, so on our hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Inhale, stick the butt out, lift the chest, lift the chin for cow, and then exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your hips under, push your spine towards the ceiling, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Going for a spinal twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And then exhale, you're going to thread the right hand behind the left, bringing your shoulder and your ear all the way down to the mat. Now here we can use the left fingertips to press them into the mat, pulling that left shoulder back for a little extra twist. If you want to add any yogi variation to this pose, feel free, but I'm going to keep it simple for the beginners here, and we're just going to stay in this basic twist. Bring it back to tabletop, other side, reach the left arm up, and exhale, thread. Ear and shoulder come down to the mat. Try to let go here. Again, we're resting on the mat. We're not trying to hold this rotation with separation between our left shoulder and the mat. Let it go. You can press down to pull the right shoulder back, more rotation. Back to tabletop. Separate the knees, big toes come together, set the hips to the heels, child's pose. Reach the arms forward, forehead to mat. Pick up your chest, walk your hands over to the right. Being a little bit active in the right side body, almost like you're doing a side crunch. Increasing the distance from the left fingers down to the left hip, feeling that rib cage expand, the lat stretch, opening up to the armpit. And take it over to the other side. Contract the left to open the right. Back to the center. Lift your chest and then pull the right leg through to a half kneeling position. Hands are going to frame the front foot, tuck the left toes, lift the knee for this low lunge. Starting to work into the right hamstring, bend and straighten the right leg. On this last one, drop the left knee, slide the hands back towards your left knee, straighten out the right, and we can be generous here with how much we bend the knee. We don't have to force ourselves into this completely straight knee position. Keep it relaxed. Stick your butt out the best that you can, and then allow your chest to come down towards the right thigh for a half split hamstring stretch. Slow down on your breathing, using that exhalation to create a little bit more length, relaxation through the muscle, and get a bit deeper. Walk the hands forward, frame the right foot, tuck the left toes, lift the knee. Keep the left hand down, twist right arm up for a lunge twist. Right hand comes down to meet the left. Step the right foot back, high plank. Drop the knees, hips to heels. Take a break in child's pose. Bring it back to tabletop. Lift your chest, step the left foot through, half kneeling. Hands frame the front foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the knee. And then rock it out for that left side hamstring stretch. One more time. Drop the right knee. Walk the hands back to meet the right knee as you straighten out that left leg for a half split on the left side. So the left knee doesn't have to be totally straight. We can keep a little bend here. Do your best to stick your butt out and then fold forward. Breathe into that left hamstring. Shift forward back to your low lunge. Pick up the right knee. And then we're going to walk it over to the right side of our mat for a wide leg fold. Let's angle the toes in, heels out. Hands directly under your chest. Soften the knees and then fold. Bring your hands to your hips, lift your chest, and slowly bring it up. So we're going to move into a side lunge here, working on opening up the groin. We want to make sure that we're focusing on sitting the hip back and not just dropping the knee forward. So let's all head to the left. Just sit the left hip back, keeping the right knee straight. So if you look down, you can still see all of your left toes. Use the side of your hips, squeeze those muscles, push yourself back to the center, and then switch sides. So not a super deep stretch. We're going to take it down to the mat and work deeper into the groin. So right now, just being respectful of our limitations, just working into the hip gently, warming it up. Let's go one more time each side. Back to the center, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. And then bring it down to your knees. From this tabletop position, stick the right leg out to the side, trying to ground through the outer edge of the foot, and then sit the hips back, kind of like you're going into a child's pose for a really nice stretch here on the right thigh. Instead of holding it just yet, we're going to rock forward and back about 4 to 5 times. The last one, sit it back, hips to heels. You can reach the arms forward, you can bring your forehead down to the mat, and breathe. Bring it back to tabletop, and then switch sides. Shoot the left leg out, sole down, and then rock the hips forward and back. Last one here, sit back and pause. Bring the forehead to the mat. Bring it back to tabletop. And then let's just stand up. We'll make it easy and not try to do a fancy transition. From your standing position, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. So let's go for a hip hinge, butt out, chest up. Once we get all the way down to the bottom, we can let the back round. Soften the knees, grab opposite elbows, hang heavy. And then slowly roll it up. Let's come to the top of your mat, just so we can get oriented here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Take the right foot, step it back to a low lunge. Lift the hands, high crescent. Drop the knee, low crescent. Let's get into this right hip flexor here. Squeeze the right glutes, shift forward slightly, reach the arms up, lift the chest, a really nice stretch to the front of the hip. Return back to that high crescent. All right, getting a little balanced here. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to shift the weight to the left foot. So we really want to ground through the big toe here. Activate the muscles at the bottom of the foot, lifting that arch. Using our left hip to pull the knee out so that it's in line with the big toe, not over here crashing inside the big toe. Sorry, in line with the second toe, not inside the big toe. Bring the hands to heart center. Fire up both hip muscles. We're going to use the right glute to pop that back leg, coming into a warrior three. Drop the hip. Slowly return back to high crescent. Start to look to your left, reaching the right hand forward and the left hand back. Your water wheel. Option to lower the knee for a little bit more balance. Or keep the knee lifted, hips are strong. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Right hand meets the mat, right foot steps forward. Reverse the swan dive, stick the butt out, lift the chest, reverse that hinge, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold. Other side, hands down, step the left foot back, reach the arms up, high crescent. Drop the left knee, really get into that left glute here, squeeze, allow the hips to fall forward slightly, lift the chest, lift the chin. Return back to high crescent and bring the hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward, check into that right foot, driving the big toe down, lifting the arch of the foot up, engaging the muscles of the right hip to pull the knee out. We're really strong, we're really stable. Start to shift forward, lift the left foot, warrior three. Pick something on the floor to look at that's going to significantly help your balance. Gently lower the left foot back down. Reach the arms up, high crescent. Look to your right, reach the left hand forward, the right hand back. An option to have the knee up or the knee down. And then wherever you're at, let's go for that twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Right hand comes down, step the right foot back to meet the left. Soften the knees, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog with knees bent. And then let's pedal it out. Straightening one knee, bending the other. Walk the hands back to meet your feet. And then let's heel toe the feet apart about shoulder distance. Grab the ankles or the shins, whatever's available to you. And then drop the hips right between the heels. Look up, squat. Inhale, lift the hips, a little hamstring stretch. Exhale, drop the hips, deep squat, lift the chest. One more time. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, lift, heel toe your feet together. Reverse swan dive, lift your chest all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. One more time, deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for flowing with me. Crush the rest of your workouts. Keep running hard. Take time to recover. Take time to rest and eat good, healthy, whole foods. Drink lots of water. See you next time.